All right. I am live. Probably can hear my fan going. Turn that off. All right. This is the second launch of the inaugural Assassin's Premarket hit list. Yesterday I had tried and I messed up, so if anyone had actually seen there was an upcoming live stream, sorry. I actually was in OBS running it, and it for whatever reason didn't transfer over to YouTube, but let's give this another whirl. Basically just gonna do my pre-market prep and see what happens, I guess. See if anyone wants to watch. If not, it's for my own records anyway. But we'll start the morning off with looking at CNBC just to see where the indices are at. Dow Jones 0.5% down, S&P 0.35% down, and the Nasdaq 0.14% down. Sure looks like it's going to be the same thing as it was yesterday, as it was all last week. It seems like in the chop and slop, nothing really amazing happening. Crypto flat as well, pretty much. So at least on Bitcoin. So anyway, look through, see if there's any headlines. I did actually see this morning that CoreWeave had popped a little bit, so I'm not sure if there's any news on that, but we'll just take a glance down here to see. Apple's chip boss squashes exit rumors, says he's not leaving the company. That's interesting. I think Tim Cook probably talked to him and said, hey, what's it going to take to keep you here? So looks like that deal got done. Let's see. Berkshire overhauls top ranks to accelerate shift beyond Buffett era. McDonald's will assess if franchisees are offering value for customers under its new standards. Waymo crosses 450,000 weekly paid rides. Interesting. Let's see what else we got here. Confluent stock stores 29%. Yeah, we saw that yesterday. Nothing really amazing. Ooh, look at that. Powerful 7.6 magnitude earthquake strikes Japan's northeast. Wow. Hope the people there are okay. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. Pull this up. Start over here with the SPY. Take a look at that. That's just nothing amazing happening in the SPY. I'm expecting more of the same until Wednesday after the FOMC, and it's not going to be the rate cut. We all know that's coming. It's going to be, what is the forecast looking like for future rate cuts, and or their thoughts on inflation, the job market, all that sort of stuff, their dual mandate. So gonna be yesterday, if I would have actually done the recording right, you would have seen that I took a trade on Nvidia in the morning looking like it was going to break out at a key level I had drawn out. Got faked out. Actually, I was up a little bit and reversed on me. Just to let you know ahead of time, my strategy for trading is pretty much scalping on options. I don't try to hold for the long haul. If I see there's momentum, I will, but usually I'll try to get out at a 10 or 20% gain. I should have done that yesterday, but got greedy thinking that Nvidia was going to take the ride all the way up and to my next level, which I had drawn out, and it didn't. And then, later on in the day it pops and it went pretty close to the level and then it came all the way back down, but I was already out of the position. Took my L on that, and that was that. But I did get a nice trade on the Qs later on in the day, so I kind of made up a little bit for that snafu on Nvidia. But let's see. So there's really not much for me to mark out here. I mean, I could draw. Usually what I do is previous day's high, and we already had a low there from a previous level, but we'll get rid of that for now. But it basically looks like it's this, what I call a pivot point. And then I have a key level here as well. So, and then there's the previous all-time high. So we are close to the previous all-time high, but you know, who knows what's going to happen. This could be a range like this, and then we could be coming all the way back down here, and then tomorrow heading all the way back up here, waiting to see what Powell says, and then bam, who knows, maybe we hit, touch, blow through it, the all-time high. Only time will tell with that. On to the Qs. Let's see, the Qs here, same thing pretty much, although we did have a little bit more pump to the upside, and there's a gap above, so that's the main focus with that, looking like it. And actually the gap was somewhere down here, I think, recently, and it kind of filled partially, and then, you know, it's come back down to earth a little bit. And I drew this out as a key pivot level just on like an intraday thing. This is more of my pivot level for the overall trend, which actually I got to reanalyze that. And that was a profit target I had for yesterday, so I'll get rid of that. But yeah, this is what it looks like to me right now. We just got to break this level right here. If you're in this, and this is an hourly chart, I mean, look at that, just nothing going on. We don't want to sit in here. I mean, it's either get above this and go below this and see about possibly heading further down. Only time will tell. I do trade, you know, manually, but I have recently been putting a lot of effort and time these last few weeks on bots. And so I do actually have a swing trade bot, excuse me. And I do have an intraday bot that I've worked with, actually two of them. And one is for the indices themselves as a 0 DTE bot, which I'm excited to. I've used it only once so far. But my other one that I use on like the Mag 7, the Core Weaves, things like that, I've actually used that one a lot more and had more success. So I've been trying to go actually away from my own manual trading, which I didn't do yesterday. Did manual trading. Anyway, I do want to tout my, you know, and what I'm trying to do here as well. So obviously I'm doing this for my own recording. I can look back and see like what I did throughout the day, because you will actually get to see me trade live. I will trade live. But I have created, and I still got work to do on it, but I've created a locals page. So it's the Assassin's Den. Corny name, yeah, probably. But hey, I'm the sabermetric stock market assassin. So do I have that pinned? Yes, I do. But basically, if you want to join, it's free to join this, but I will be starting to offer my bot, especially on the swing trades, for a $60 a month fee. You do get the first month for free if you use the code ASSASSINSDEN, and maybe at some point I should put something where it'll pop up on the screen and you'll get to see that that is the promo code to get 1 month free. And just think, if you just hit on one of those really well, and they're swing trades for sure. And I'm actually 5 for 5 on those with my bot that I've created. So really excited about the bot. And then I've also created a Discord, and that's the same thing, called the Sabermetric Stock Markets Den. I don't know what that is up here at the top. I don't want a checkpoint, but we have the General Den. That basically is where we can all chat about whatever's on our minds, keeping it clean, no fighting or criticism. You will get blocked or banned if you do. We have the Stock Market Den, a good place to talk about stock, crypto, and other market ideas that the group might have that just helps us overall as a community. You know, we're here to make money, right? So why not collaborate and see what we can do to, you know, make that happen. And then this one here is the Assassin's Bot Trade Signals Den. So when I take a trade, or if a bot fires and it's something you want to take, I don't even know if I'll do that part of it. It might just be where, because I wouldn't want to not have my skin in the game and give you the bot. Then you know, just sending it out there and you take it and take the L. But who knows? Maybe it's something you like. So maybe just let me know in the comments below or something what your thoughts are with that. If anyone ends up coming to look at this, no one currently is watching, but that's okay. It's a grind game, right? Y'all got to find me. And then the last one is the Assassin members trade success den. So as you hit winners on trades and stuff like that, just to motivate people, you know, throw your winners in here. Just take a screenshot, throw it in here, your P&L, whatever it is. Obviously, make sure you hide your personal information on that so no one gets your account info. But that's it. That's the situation with that. But this one here is the members only. So once you sign up on locals and you want to try to take advantage of my trading bot, like I said, I'm 5 for 5 on it since I've created it. It's a swing trade bot. So these trades just, they can take anywhere from 2, 3 to 7 weeks. But there's conviction rates on those trade bots. So I only usually take a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 is a rare. So I've had 2 10 out of 10s actually post, and it was on the dip with the IWM, and then Aqua was my other one. And I can probably even show you the, maybe not the trade, I don't know, but I could post something in the den, in the Assassin's Den in the Discord that just shows you my proof. So very excited about the bot. It does do an 8 out of 10 as well, but I have not yet taken one of those. And anyway, that's that. So it's 8:52 on the clock. So really want to kind of go through some of the individual stocks just to see what might be happening. We'll start with the big daddy of them all, NVIDIA. And let's see. So yeah, NVIDIA here, like, this is where I tried to take the breakout of this line right here. And it had actually was up pretty well and then just back down. And now look at it. This is just a crazy stock right now. So all the way up to 190, which was my pivot point target for yesterday. And just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to take a quick drink of my smoothie here. All right, appreciate that. But and I'm gonna make this live stream fun too. Have some cool kind of just different things. So like if I'm in a trade and it goes well, I'm gonna do like one of these. Yeah. Or like one of these. And then I can't remember what these other two are, but one's a laugh, I think. So if there's something funny going on, maybe one of you in the chat do something or say something funny. And the last one, don't know what it is, I can't remember, but let's take a listen. Ah, the bell opening, yeah. So when the market opens, I might just do that every time. We'll see when it closes, but I doubt I'll be streaming that long. Usually try to end my day by 11. Anyway, let's go. So let's see, we have and usually my previous day highs and previous day low lines. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go. I just got to change the color so I know what I'm doing with it. But yeah, so if it stays above that, it's a potential, you know, could be. And I use the hourly. It's actually been very successful for me to draw the hourly out with that. And so I'm just going to get rid of these few lines from the other day because the new previous day low is that one. So obviously anywhere in here, don't want to mess with it. I mean, maybe there could be a bounce off that key level line. But if it does come down here and hold, then I would maybe take the trade to go back up here to at least this level, and then maybe cut part of the position and let the rest ride to see what happens. But yeah, so NVIDIA, I mean, it's starting to get a little bit of an uptrend, which is exciting for maybe the overall market, just because this thing has been horrible. I mean, take a look. Obviously the big downtrend tried to pop down, sideways, 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 and finally maybe breaking out. And that was, you know, even looking back, if we go to a 4-hour chart, I'll get rid of that line there, don't need it. But obviously it's touched that line a bunch of times, finally breaking through. Maybe this is the moment. Has obviously the catalyst with the Trump administration letting NVIDIA sell chips to China again. What's the H200 or something like that? So that's that. Even like it could come down, touch that, maybe come back over and maybe do a retest of the overnight high. So NVIDIA, as much as I have despised this stock recently, just, you know, frustrating yesterday with it, but it's definitely something to look at today, potentially, that might outperform the market as it continues to go sideways. Who knows? So NVIDIA is one of them. Usually go through all the big dogs, obviously. Apple's been it had shown a lot of strength recently, but maybe the unwind of what's going on, I don't know, like the rate cut thing, and Apple has like a bunch of things besides AI, so people were buying it like this is a safe haven, let me stay here. And then now it's kind of come back a little bit, but it looks like a look below and fail on a key level I've drawn out, and obviously it looks like the 200 SMA is giving it support. Just take those out from the other day. And yeah, so like previous day's high was actually there on the body, always on the body. So you can see even when I use it on the hourly, I mean, it's right there. It's sitting right there. Something, I don't know if it's a risk on appetite day or not, but this is the chop and slop area. Don't want to be. Obviously, it's a up this way, down that way as a short. It would have to obviously break the 200 moving average as well to even want to test Apple. So Apple is definitely a stock that I would want to keep an eye on. I mean, and who isn't keeping an eye on these, the big ones? And Tesla, you know, well, I'll go Google next. This mic is sensitive too. I can actually even hear me typing. So I apologize for that. I'm not sure how to dull that down. This is a solid mic. I mean, it's entry level, but I did a lot of reviews on it, so I'm not a pro yet. But let's see here. Yeah, so I mean, look at it's Google is just I don't know. All day yesterday on my and really want to start relying more on the bots just as a good entry signal fire, because they've done way better than I have on an individual basis. I'm a small trader. I'm not like making bank here. I'm trying to build it out and do something really cool, but this looks like it wants to fill the gap, Google. But anyway, like small trader, so like yesterday I took a nasty hit, and you know that hurts on the account, you know. So I'm just like all y'all, whoever comes here. Maybe I'm just the average Joe trader learning. I've done it less than a year. I've actually traded options less than a year. I was not even sure how to trade options when I first started, and I've actually done, you know, like investing in stuff since like 2009, but never really traded till this year as a full-time thing. So I've done decent, but definitely paid my market tuition, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, sideways pretty much through this zone. It's a key level I've drawn out, so really it would need to go above this. I'll put an alert at the 320. It's got to really pump though for it to actually even come close to hitting that. So I would expect on Google the short is and I would want it to be below this. So I will put an alert at 311. put that below. But yeah, so I mean, maybe it hit off that, tried to bounce in the aftermarket. I mean, maybe it tries to go back up to tag the top. I don't know. You could call this maybe thin structure retracement if it was going to, but the SMA and the hourly is up here, so it has to bust through that as well. But Google short side, so Nvidia I'm looking long. Apple is a neutral kind of. You really have to, actually should have put alerts on that. I might go back through and do that, but Google is a short look. So if my bot fires on the short side, maybe I take a look at that and see if that's something worth doing. Tesla had that downgrade yesterday. This, if you ever see any of these, and I have one on Palantir and I have one on AMD as well. There's just zones where if it touches these zones, I don't even bother with it. I had no success with it. So obviously it came down here and bounced. I would maybe look at it up here if it was in this box, or obviously even in this box, bigger zone here. It's just like a no-touch zone for me. It just, for the times I traded it and it was in this zone, it just did nothing. So I just don't trade that. I block it out, make sure I've seen it, and that probably happened way back in like September. But let's see. Tesla, I mean, really, for me, it looks like I would want it to come up, test, and then come back down, and it would be really just like a short option for me. So maybe below this wick, 35.30, 435.30. It's 9:02 on the clock, so I've really kind of slacked a little bit. Yeah, so it's really a short. I mean, the alert would have to be, once again, I've done an alert up here so many times, 448.30, just to kind of keep your eye on it. It's really crazy that this mic is that sensitive. I can hear the clicking. I can hear me typing. Another swig of my smoothie. Give me a moment, please. All right. So get rid of that line there. Whoops. Make sure it's the right one. Used to draw out just smaller lines, but E-Trade, let me know in the comments below. E-Trade, they got some work to do with their charting, man. I've seen some of these other YouTubers that are using like Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers, but I've had E-Trade since I first started investing in 2009. So this is just all I've ever had. Never really looked to switch, but maybe one day. All right, Tesla. Tesla is a short look. Although Elon can easily change that. I remember watching a Joe Rogan podcast recently that he was on, and he talked about debuting something in December. So not sure that, I don't know if you watched it, but he was talking about potentially like a flying vehicle or something like that. It was insane. So he didn't really say that as much, but Joe kind of said something about that. Amazon is a weird beast. Like Amazon is actually one of the trades that I did with my bot, and it actually caught it down here. So I entered in, I think it was entered in right around this range, and I took it all the way up to about the 228 level, and I sold out of it there. But the price target on it was 240, and it came very close. I mean, 239 basically. So that was pretty solid by my bot. But ever since then, bam, that was a hanging man, and all the way down. So key level coming here. So Amazon, and I said it yesterday, but obviously you guys didn't hear it because I messed up on the live stream. but basically I'm not looking to short Amazon. It had catalyst in the most recent weeks in the holiday season, so I would actually look for a bounce off this level. So for me, I'm looking at an alert at 226.15. So it's very, very close, and it might not even, hit that level. Could bounce anywhere within that, because obviously support and resistance, they're not just a line, it's a zone really. So it's really kind of watching and seeing, but that's why I kind of put it, depending where the situation is, I put it slightly above or slightly below, because it could fall below as well. But just gives you an idea to watch it and see the price action at that point. So Amazon to me is a long, like a pullback long. Let's see here. What else do we want to look at? Oh yeah, MU, man. Like yesterday, what an amazing move yesterday. Could have caught that. Wish I would have caught it. I didn't even think about trading it. I've traded it a few times and have had really good success with it. So obviously, gonna go back to it right now. To me, it's in the middle. Don't diddle in the middle. So once again, up and away or down and below. But we have this as a good little confluence between potentially the previous day low and the price in the SMA. So to me, let's see. So it's got to be above 247. So 247. And I would just, based off the recent price action, I'm not looking at longs. I mean, bam. Let me get rid of that line. Up like that, a gap up. Never fill the gap. And actually, that's one thing I got to do too is, and just for my own reference, I put the gaps as red, just as like a, hey, hello, here you are. You need to fill, maybe. And you could go by the wick, but I don't really do that. I go by what I feel is reasonable. And you just watch, right? So if it was to pull back and go into the gap, to me, my exit is probably somewhere along this key level line I've drawn. So, and because there was sellers here, I would expect it to go more. Maybe it would be even there would be the gap close, in my opinion, just because had selling pressure up at the top. So why wouldn't it go there to where buyers were last time or even there? All right, so MU, that's definitely on the list to watch. Long is what I'm looking at. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like I have 4 on a chart, 4 on a chart. And then there's a few over on this side you can't see. I have 2 screens, but there we go. Let's see. Meta. Now, Meta has done some weird things recently. Obviously, it gapped up. And my bot actually had said long. At first it said short on the gap up. And it was interesting that, it pulled all the way back. It partially filled the gap from when it popped up. Then the day before that, it did an inside candle, green candle, and it fired long. And then yesterday, basically, it said short again. So it's, to me, in no man's land. So until you get a concrete move, and the concrete move to me is above that line there. And this is the start of the gap from the earnings gap. So there's obviously like a huge gap you can see way up there. Down here is the beginning. So to me, it has to go above here, and then we're kind of off to the races. So I wouldn't even touch, even if my bot said long again. Has to be above this, has to show the right setup as an entry for me to get in. And then maybe ride it up for a little bit and see what happens. And you can see even on the pre-market, before the market, that's the pre-market. It already had sold down when it came up to that level. So yeah, to me, 685. So an alert on 685. Yeah, not bad. So Meta is really nothing for me, and Microsoft is another one. I can even show you guys some of this if you want. Just let me know in the comments. I can show you proof. But 9 out of 10 long, it was 2 trading days ago. And so while the market was kind of having a tough sled yesterday, Microsoft showed strength, and that's kind of what happens with the bot when it fires, is the stocks, even though the market might be doing something else, the relative strength in the stocks remain the same. And this is a really easy one for me. Basically looking at this as really needs to get above this. And I wish I would have gotten into it as a trade, swing trade. Whoops. And I got a blue dotted line. Solid, please. But, yep. Even as an intraday, 492 would be my goal for that one. But, yeah. Even that was like a look above and fail multiple times. So even look back on the 4-hour with this. Double bottom forming on this. So really, I don't know. I like it where the line where I put it, I would take my chances to see it ride up to at least 500. And like I said, the bot, it's based off a daily and off a bar close. So, I like Microsoft actually. Maybe I will look at it. Even if it pulls back a little bit, that might be my entry signal to go in, as long as it doesn't neutralize. So that's the one cool thing I've built into the bot is when a signal fires and there is a potential reversal of the trend of the trade, not just like a little pullback, but a meaningful with volume confirmation in it, it will actually alert me to the potential trade reversal. And at that point, it's just a manage the position. So if you see it, it's kind of like, all right, I needed to pay more attention to this. I can't just let the trade work out. I need to see if it's going to totally reverse. And, so if I had taken it 2 days ago, I'd be up already. Let's see, where was the entry? The entry was around 480, 481, somewhere around there. And it's already up to 492, 491. So would have been up a cool 10, 11 bucks on it already, which would have been nice. But, yeah, so I like that where it is. It's doing a nice little base. It might come down a little bit if we even, trend lines. I'm a horizontal person. I like the horizontals, but I would say even maybe from this coming across, I don't even know if it's that necessarily, but we'll say it's that. If it kind of came down and retouched this level, because it really hasn't since it broke through that pivot point, maybe that's the gusto it needs to go to the next level. So Microsoft, oops, why did I do that? Wrong one. Microsoft is a definite watch. Go back to the hourly so I draw that out right there. So above and go, definite. So we're looking at long opportunities for Microsoft. And actually I might put that in the top trades out of the ones we've looked at. 9:15 on the clock. Still have some time left. We have 7. At least want to get to 8. The ones we have here, could go over here. Let's see, take a look. I do look at Shop. Man, Shop came down a lot. Could look at Uber maybe. Let's look at Avago. Well, Avago's got earnings this week, so I'm not touching anything that has earnings. Yeah, that's a no. It's kind of like a no-go for me with that, but AMD, we'll look at AMD, why not? Now, this was a zone that was previous support. You can kind of see, and that's why I drew it, but now its resistance should have turned it red. Looks like right there. I mean, even in the pre-markets, it tried it, did not like it. It gapped down in the pre-market, so not really loving it unless it gets above this. So for me, I'm looking at that level there, so not even that, just the body there. So we're looking at 225.75, let's just say. And if anyone watches this, I mean, even after the fact, if you like it, please give it a like, subscribe. I'm going to try to do this. Well, not even going to try. I'm going to do this every day because I'm here having to do it anyway. And actually, more before, or you know, what I would do previously is I would write everything down, but I'm really just putting my conviction down now on whether or not it's a good long or short, just because I wouldn't want to necessarily waste your time while I'm writing stuff down. But I mean, I have a good idea anyway of what I'd be looking at. And, you know, just, I don't even, yeah, so down here, I wouldn't like it either. You know, I don't, it's just been sideways action, so there's no real, you know, unless it really broke that, then it's kind of go down $4 more. But you got the SMA there, you got this one here kind of hanging out. It's just crossing back bullish. This is obviously still in a downward trend, so it's what's been going on with the stock. It's pretty much looking neutral. Downtrend on that, uptrend on this, sideways action here, neutral. Really need to see it get above that and go. So AMD, it's really a neutral. Not really looking to trade it. Neutral. Oh yeah, Robinhood. I have Hood on there. Although with crypto and everything, like even that's looking, I mean, you don't have to see too much to say up, double top potentially. Neckline, really it'd have to snap right there. But yeah, nothing good on Robinhood that I like. It's in an uptrend though, so I mean, what would be nice is, you know, if some of the bears that thought, hey, it's double topping, let's short it here. I'm going to put alert up at the top, so 137.35. Round numbers, why not? And, you know, if something happens with that, the same thing I feel like with Robinhood. Hood is a neutral. Nothing really going on with that I like. Let's see. What else can we look at? Oh yeah, Palantir, duh. Palantir was a nice trade, and I can even look at Oklo too. I've been watching that, especially because I got out of it at a 97% gain on Oklo, and I got out of this at a 77%. But you can see this is right at the level I'm like, that's my no trade level. And you can see why. Bam. It tried to, and it failed. So I really, it's another, and you know, the MACD is going down, but 185.15, that's what you need to get to there, Palantir. I mean, can you, let's look out at a 4 hour just to see. I mean, I could be flagging to potentially go higher, but I just don't. The trend lines, I just don't do the trend lines. Watch price. Oh, and look at that. That's some support right there on the 4 hour. So, but I mean, it's smack, and I mean, we can look back, and it's just, you could see even, it's kind of like, even I might even be generous giving it not as much smack zone, I guess. But yeah, that's just not looking good for me to want to trade. Has to be above it. Has to. So even though we're in an uptrend, nice little pullback. It needed a pullback. I mean, went straight up. And I can't remember where I got in on this. Let me see if I can look back, because I'm pretty sure it's still saying on the bot to be long Palantir. Yeah. I got in originally around the 164 level, 163 level. So I had a nice little gain up. So got rid of it around 180. So right around where it's at. So yeah, I probably sold it right around this range right here. 180, 179, 180. So nice little gain right there. But not trading it on the short side, too much strength. You know, it really looks like it's a pullback long. If it was to pull back here, I don't think it will. It's been one of the more relative strength AI plays recently with the NVIDIAs and AMDs and all that. Obviously, Avago was really strong too. So, yeah. But I don't know. I think maybe I'm just going to go with these today because, I mean, unless I look. I mean, I have some other ones. Oracle, JP Morgan. JP Morgan's been pretty strong recently. It's doing the same thing, flagging. And it's still, I mean, it has taken out most of the thin structure retracement right over here. Yeah, it could be a breakout on the flag, but not necessarily a big fan of that. So let's just draw the trend line here. Whoop, not there. Too kind and generous, right there. So I would look at that maybe to come back up to this level. So 315 to 318. Whenever I have a target level that I'm looking at, potentially put it as green. Green means go, right? Yeah. So it could even be, because there's that level is kind of smack. Maybe just a $2 level. So 317-ish. So JP Morgan would be potential long look, not really looking after the relative strength that it's had to kind of make its way back up. That I'm like, oh yeah, that's a definite short. Even though I do like to scalp, I don't hold things that long. One trade I held for like an hour and a half, and like I was like, oh man, this is this is crazy. What was the other one I was gonna say? Look at just to see. I mean, oh yeah, Aklo. Let's take a look. Aklo. It's come down. I sold it right around the 106 level, 107 actually, right in there. But it's come down. Obviously a big reject yesterday, kind of came back up. That trend's not looking too hot. What's the daily look like yet? Nice little base. Maybe it's like a cup handle situation. Explode back through up above 109. That's really what it looks to need. So, nothing really good there. But, yeah, I mean, with 9:24 on the clock, the trading day about ready to start, I'm going to take a quick step away and just get ready for the trade day. So, oh yeah, and obviously the SPY and the IWM and the Qs, they will be in focus on 0 DTEs for me today. So if my bot fires on that, I'm definitely going to be switching over looking at that. But give me a moment. Appreciate your patience. I will be right back. All right. Turn this back so you can see. Still no viewers, but it is what it is. Day one. I'm gonna mute real quick just to take a swig of this. We have 28 seconds till market open. Lord willing, I'll have a good day today. Like I said, I am going to let my trading bots decide what I do today. Kind of make this, let me make sure you guys can see it pretty decently. Looks like you can. Yeah. Gotta always worry about those manipulation, and here we go. Game time. Keep our eye out on the alerts on my bot. I have a MacBook that is doing that for me. I'm on my PC with my dual monitors. And let's see what how this day unfolds. Amazon is already below 226.15. Just got alerted of that. So interesting if we go over here and just take a look real quick, and let's yep, there, it just popped up on that. Oh wow, did it just gap below it? What? Okay, well, maybe it's one of those look below and fails. But let's just put it up on the main screen here and see what's going on. Like the main trade ideas, which are, you know, obviously the big boys. And the SPX and the NDX. Just, it's going to be another one of those days. I don't even know if it's worth trading, to be honest. NVIDIA tagging the key level line I had. It's already below that line, which is yesterday's high on the hourly. Scroll that out maybe a little, just so we can look a little bit further down just to see what happens with that. Look at Apple kind of showing some strength off the open. I mean, look how, you know, a lot of times you see these opens and they're like shooting like a rocket or dropping like a rock, and here we are really doing nothing. I mean, MU is not doing anything. Microsoft not doing anything. Switch over here real quick. We got Amazon, which we already talked about, busting through that level. AMD. JP Morgan. Look at JP Morgan. Is it really gonna? I wonder if I should let the bots do what they do. Nothing's firing yet, and it won't fire for the first bit. But you always wonder about, you know, that's the previous day's high off the hourly. So if it was to come back down and retest, you know, who knows? We can always switch over to the, you know, you don't want it to just to get up and go. That's for sure. I think I might update my thumbnail too, just so it actually shows, like my thumbnail, I have just my assassin with the markets and stuff. And I should probably put like the pre-market show stuff on there so people know that it is. Maybe that's why no one's hopped in to watch and see what's going on. But Google kind of trying to hold a little bit off the bottom. You know, that's a potential trade too. Like if it was to hold that and go, but I'm just not confident in really anything. I mean, we can even come over here, look at the cash markets real quick. The SPY, the Qs, the VIX is popping up a little bit, so recently that, oh, look at IWM. I'm telling you, the IWM has just been a beacon of strength for the whole market. Rest of the market, well, S&P's flat, Q's down. Here's the Russell just 0.31% up and just giddy up and going. Definitely, if you watch the markets every day, and actually, yeah, so Micron is starting to show something. But, yeah, I'm telling you, my bot, I'm very proud of that. It's $60 a month if you want to join. You get the first month's free. I believe in the description I have the link to that, and I think I might have only done the Discord because I was waiting on locals to get approved. Finally got approved this morning, so yep, there's Micron. It just flashed me an alert. Look at, man, there's JP Morgan just going. But let's take a quick look here. Let's see what Micron's doing here. Smacking up against that 200 SMA on the 2-minute chart. I really want to be patient today. Oh yeah, that's one thing we didn't talk about. I just thought of this is we do have, let's go to the next day, not the weekly jobless claim or the ADP employment change. But here's the big one, the 10 o'clock. So it might be a no trade till after 10, just to see what's going on with that. Oh, look at this trading view. Long on the IWM. I just got 2 alerts. Long on CoreWeave. So 2 alerts. Let's see what it says here. The confidence on it, on the, yeah, see, I won't take that. This confidence is 40%. So I definitely, it's an EMA pullback. So pass on that. But CoreWeave, let's take a look at, we didn't look at CoreWeave in the pre-market edition of this show. CoreWeave is a pullback long, it said. Pullback long. What was the price target on that? Let's just see. Take profit at 85. So it's saying, no, that's not the profit. It's, I know it was 86.40. I don't know why, or 86.50 is the take profit. Entry was 86.26. So it's basically saying it's going to make it up to that level right there. Look at the SPY. It's starting to actually move a little bit. It's probably because of the IWM. Tesla. I just got an alert on Tesla. Take profit at 444. It's right in that no trade zone for me, so no thank you. No thank you, no thank you. Be interesting though to see if CoreWeave actually hits that price target. But long, oh look at that, yeah. There goes CoreWeave. Look at that. Man, might have been a nice little trade. if it makes it. It's got a little more distance to go, but kind of try to keep my eye on other things going on. That's the one thing. I feel like you never have enough screens. Here I have 2 screens. And, you know, looking at Microsoft not doing anything. I have the NDX and the SPX and the screen you can't see on the other one. And then obviously we're looking at the main one right now. But let's just set an alert up here. Let's just see if we get an alert pop. That would be one way that we can look at other things while CoreWeave is doing its thing. I want to kind of look back at the IWM. See what's going on here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, but then it gapped down. That sometimes that's the one thing with E-Trade is just you just never know with E-Trade. It's saying long on Micron now. $249 price target. Let's take a look, because that's at a key level, which is what I like to see. Like, would that be a good trade opportunity? So entries at 245 or 247. So let's see here. Let's go to this. Ooh, what a reject. Maybe not so fast. Or that's the fake out. Spread on Micron's. It's just crazy, the spread on these. Sure looks like it wants to. I'll try to trade. I might go for it. We'll see. This is looking promising. Long shop. But Micron has been a nice little, recently been trading well for me, so let's pull that down a little. If we can get in. Is that it? Or is this the little fake out they want to do? Always faking people out. Lots of signals firing. So actually, kind of looking at it like this now. It looks like it wants to, but I've been faked out so many times recently that just never seems to work out on these breakouts. It might have been that, might have been the one to get into, but that might be it. Starting to really pump up like the call options. Yep, there it goes. Dang. There it goes without me. All right, well, let's look at the next one. IWM. It's saying pullback long on it. Confidence level is not good enough on that for the 0 DTE, so without the confidence level being there, no go. Let's take a look at the main charts. Yeah. Be interesting to see actually if MU has the follow through. So many times you see it go and then it just doesn't. And it's 249 is the target. 249. I mean, CoreWeave still hasn't hit the target, I don't think. 249.11. It's going though. And those calls I would have bought are already up almost $1. That's crazy. That would have been a good trade. Let's see, let's just see if it even hits 249. Just so we don't have to keep watching that one. It's already gone. Couldn't get in. Smacking up a little bit. See the additional charts. JP Morgan. That was a nice off the get. Avago saying along. Avago. 406 is the profit target. Just not trading it on an earnings week. The options on it, just not doing it. MU didn't make it all the way up. See, that's the thing, is you could just, that's what's been happening with this market, and that's why I don't trust it. It's not worth it to buy like the break and retests. I mean, you get in and get out super fast, maybe. But right now it's looking like the pullbacks are the way to go. So, yeah, there's Tesla. Hood. Yeah, it's not a good risk reward. Basically a $1 move. It's not horrible. Hood just fired. Jeez. It's already. See, and if it's not, it's not where it fired, it's saying entry in at 136.19. So that was right here. Basically at that bar. And it's saying it's going to go. So to me, it looks like it would go like here, 133. So it would try to bust through maybe and then not happen. So it has a decent score on it. So interesting to see if it actually does. 137. We'll say 30. Go back and look. It's just one of those markets. Like, it's just, there's setups galore, but the follow through on the setups are opportunities for everybody to sell. So it just doesn't look good out there. We need Wednesday to 2 o'clock to come and go, basically. I may just concentrate on, well, we'll see here. It's 9:48. We shall see if the JOLTS job report does anything. It says pull back long too, but 180, 186. Right around here. A little bit higher. What's the target to go all the way back up there? The target is 183. Yeah. So sometimes hard to trade those at like non-key levels, but yeah, like even that IWM, along with the 40% confidence that I really should actually update the bot to get rid of any of those, because just in my analysis they haven't. But the difference is, and one reason I hadn't, is because there's another additional filter, and it's a confluence filter. So, excuse me, if you hit 2 on the confluence filter, but the confidence level of continuation is 40%, that's still a high enough probability to take because of the confluence of time frames. So that's one reason I didn't get rid of it. But look, the SPY is going like, it's, I mean, is it fueled by the Russell? Really tough market to trade right now. It looks like I'm keeping an eye on Micron, but because I had it in one of the trade charts that you can't see, but it looks like it had come back a little bit, but it's tagged that pivot point level and the previous day is high, and it's looking like maybe it wants to go higher, but we'll see. So haven't forgotten about that. CoreWeave, let's see what even happened with CoreWeave since we have a moment. Look at, oh man, maybe it does. I didn't see what the score was on the Palantir trade. What was that? Almost a 9. And it's 2 different trade bots, so that's why there's different scores. So yeah, look at that. Look at Palantir 83. Are you gonna hit that? Anyway, take a look at CoreWeave here. Ooh, see, like that's nice. Maybe that would be like a breakout right there, potentially at a pivot level. And what was it? It was 86.50, I think. CoreWeave was, yep, 86.50, which is right there. It's not a huge move, but they're designed for scalps. And it could go further. So like really could be like you're in, you get that dollar move, but CoreWeave is one of those trades that just let's see what just popped up here. Oh, there's a better one. All right, hold on. Let's go take a look at the SPY here, because that just fired. The SPY is saying it's a EMA pullback. It's got a 60% conviction with 1 confidence, and the strike would be 684. I don't want that one. I want the... Okay. Just take a stab at it. Just take a stab, I think. 60% is good for this bot. See if I can get it at a little bit better of a price. Don't know if I'm going to. It's already gone a little up. I did get a fill. All right, let's see what happens. Small amount, not anything too huge. Manage my risk. Of course. Going down. Let's see, what's my in price is at 134. Right before the Jolt's job report too, so kind of getting a little crazy with it. So maybe hopefully it could be the one trade I want to get done, and that's it. We'll see. Got to be ready to get out though if it's not looking good. Not loving these wicks. There we go. Let's pump a little more, why don't we? Looking for just a quick little scalp here, so see what we get here. Doesn't want to seem to do anything. I put like it's only like $600 on the line, 670. Probably that jobs report. I probably should have waited. We shall see. If the jobs report is good, though, that, I mean, does the Fed hold off? I don't think they hold off, but not loving it. We shall see, we shall see. I'd like to see it. I mean, actually, if you look at the S&P, it looks like it's kind of formed a shoulder head shoulder right at that pivot point on the SPX. Not necessarily the SPY, but that is giving me a reason for optimism, but we shall see. We have 2 minutes left almost. Well, yeah, well, almost 1 minute left before the jobs report. In the meantime, I have also had more alerts happen. The Micron is actually going. It got another alert to go long. It's almost to that 249 level. So on that alert, it's now saying a 250 price target on that second alert. So nice. We'll see if it happens. And we'll see if this happens. We have 20 seconds. 20 seconds till the jobs report. We'll take a look at that real quick. Obviously, I'll monitor the price action first, and then we'll take a look to see what the jobs report actually showed. See if this does me good. Here we go. Jobs report. All over the place. Do we go higher? Or was this a dud? Doesn't know what to do. Let's see you go higher. How about that? Let's look at Forex Factory. It says pending still. Will the bot be correct? Man, 7.67 million. Market still doesn't know what to do. Not a huge reaction. Be interesting to look at small caps real quick just to see what they did. They're kind of getting bought up after the dip. Q's not much. SPY just kind of sitting around, which is what I'm in right now. Oh, there's MU. It did hit the 249 target. Would have been a nice trade. Hood hit 137.30. Look at that. So that one hit too as well. No word on core weave yet. I haven't seen a core weave position come in yet. Might have to exit this pretty soon. It's SPY is not looking promising all of a sudden. Now hood's above the 137.50 I put, or 137.35. Come on, SPY. Let's push through. Let's make some money. There we go. There we go. I'm liking that. There's core weave. Core weave hit the price target. Oh, look at the SPY. Nice. Nice SPY. I need to up my profit target. Let's see you go a little further. Come on. Push higher. Get me out of the position. Come on. You're not that far away. Just gonna look to exit the whole position, not just part of it if it can. Jeez. Come on, let's just push. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Dang it. I too greedy with it? Give it a moment. Micron going up to the 250 level that one, the most recent bot fired on. Jeez. I think I'm just going to have to exit because it's just what it does. It just doesn't hold any momentum. It literally hasn't held it. It's unbelievable, man. Come on. Let's see you hold it and push. Micron's going 250. I should have maybe took that quick scalp on the SPY, but I was hoping for a little more. Jeez, that's a bad rejection. Went for being up to down. Yeah. Man, that sucks. Man, does that suck. Let's see if that's a manipulation candle. Push up to then just do nothing. See, we got those moving averages coming in too. Be nice to see the bot fire again and say, hey, no, we got higher to go. I just don't know if it will. It's not looking promising. I give it those moving averages. If it decides it wants to bust through all of them, then I'll take my L. Frustrating. Sure looks like it. I should just probably get out, but I've tried to learn how to give these positions time to breathe, but no, man. If it can't hold this, take my L and go. Sure doesn't look like it wants to. I mean, even Micron's getting faded now. It hit that 250. No, that's promising. Let's see a big time reversal now. There we go. Let's see a reversal. I mean, like I said, on the 15-minute, it shows like a reverse head and shoulders to me. Now, whether or not it wants to actually hold that and go, that's a different story. See what happens. I've had no new fires yet on different trades. See, look at that, man. Just here we got a hammer candle on the 2-minute, and it wants to just engulf it. Jeez. Let's see. See if we get lucky. This time I'm going to do a market exit if I can instead of a limit exit. See if I even get the opportunity. Sell side pressure. You hate when you see the candles get thumped. You know, they're kind of just going up a little bit and then it's like thump. Yeah, like I might just have to cut this. This is it though. This is the last candle. If it can't push higher, at least give me a decent sized body candle on the close. And I might be wrong later and it goes higher, but you got to kind of stick to what you think. Yesterday I didn't do that, and Nvidia burned me hardcore. Yeah, see, it's toast. It's toast. Core weaves another long. It's a confluence right there, so it's like this is really the last of the Mohicans here. Like, let's just see what the VIX went down a little bit, hit that line. Yeah, not looking the greatest across the board here. Whoa, nice. Come on. Let's see a good push. Let's see it go. None of this fake stuff where you pop up like that and give me a crappy wick. It's definitely longer than I like to hold a position. We're going on. Is that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and it's doing the same stuff, man. Like, these candles, like, it's like all these pops are initiations to sell for everybody. Yeah, I mean, that's freaking horrible. Last of the Mohicans right here. If this can't push higher, I'm out. And it needs to go now. If I see weakness, it's just, I'm done. Yeah, it really needs to go now. It can't just be middling like this. Jeez, not good. We'll see if it touches and goes, or whole bunch of indecision. Ready to cut bait. I see the price is just not. Yep, I'm out. I'm just done. Take my L and go. Jeez, I was up too, man. I was up like $100 and some odd dollars on $600 on my bet. End up losing. Such is trading. And it might still go. Who knows? But the fire I had was probably that pop candle, and I should have gotten out, but I thought maybe it would try to push up higher to the top of the range, but dead wrong. Look at this go. This is really going to... Unbelievable if that holds and goes. Oh well, I'll wait for the next fire, I guess. Although it has calmed down quite a bit. Take a look at core weave. Yeah, it didn't reject it right there. It's like, that's just the way this market is. It is not a market to buy breakouts or hold positions very long. They're giving you no quarter. Like Micron, look at Micron. Nice move. That would have been a nice gain. Wish I would have got in a little earlier. I think at that point we were like right here, and then that was that candle. It did pull back, but then it went. Don't tell me. Don't you even tell me. It's still building out like it's not doing anything spectacular, but I'm watching it on the 15-minute as well. But that's probably where it's going to go. This is it. It's trading is you really have to kind of control your emotions. Look at that. Now you're going to go. Flush you out and then go. Let's see what else is going on. Google doing nothing. Apple doing nothing. Nvidia doing nothing. It's a nothing burger market. That's what this market is. There's only a few select stocks like Micron and stuff. I mean, and even the Micron move is not like gangbusters for Micron. And yeah, look, it just rejects. This market really sucks. And so with that said, I think I'm calling it a day. I'm not even going to trade this market anymore. It's, we definitely have to, well, let's see. Hood just shot an alert, a long alert. Let's go take a look at Hood real quick. Oh, nice. That would have been a nice little, actually, and it still is kind of like you can go by that, but yeah, see, boo. Oh, no, you're not going up above that line, the breakout line. No, we're going to keep you contained. That's the way this market goes. And actually, that looks like a double top. So break the neckline, maybe it's shorts, but it's just, even a short is not a good move. All I've seen is longs all day. So, see, we've been streaming here for almost 2 hours. I don't think I've gotten anybody to come look at it yet, but I think I'm going to update my thumbnail just so you guys can see. Obviously, if you watch this video, you will have seen, I've had some of my bots fire, alerts and stuff be on the money. So if you are interested, please check the description. I will actually even update it after the video ends, because I think all I have right now is the Discord that I've created. And like I said, if you want access to these bots, like right now I'm going to be calling them out until I start getting some more viewers, giving you guys a little bit of insight on what I have as far as bots go. But Micron hit, CoreWeave hit on its target. What was the other one? I forgot. There was another one that hit, but I think Palantir hit. Actually, let me look at Palantir real quick while we're talking about it. Palantir, did it hit 183? Nope, it was very close though. 182.85. So could have got in somewhere around this level, the 181. Rode it up a few dollars. Like I said, these are really scalp strategies with that, but the other strategy is a swing trade strategy, and it's based off a daily chart, so it won't fire until the end of the day. But that's where those that sign up and use the code ASSASSINSDEN, you would get 1 month for free to see the trades yourself, take them. If it pays for the year for you, kudos, right? Awesome. So just think about that. But if you wanted to as well, I do have a locals thing up. I'm still kind of working on it. Like, everything that I've started to build is just really over the last week. But I wanted to do this as a way to, first off, I can look back and be like, oh, what an idiot on my trades. But, or I can be like, yeah! But, yeah, so go to the locals, sign up for that. It's free to sign up. Like I said, if you want to support me and, get access to those trade bot ideas, even on the, shorter term ones as well. Of course, you'll probably see me trade some of them, but, I might try to do that as well. But it's really the swing trades where, you can sit on it, make a good amount of money in your options, whether it's calls or puts. And that's what I have. So appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, locals, it's the Sabermetric Stock Market Assassin's Den for each of them. Sign-up's free. You don't have to pay for anything, even if you want to just join and chat. But for those that would want to take advantage of it, $60 a month, first month free with code ASSASSINSDEN. Well, that's all I have for y'all. And look, I think this still might even try to pump because, I don't know, my bot has been pretty successful with price targets. So this is just over. I've been working on these for like 3 weeks and dialing them in as I see and utilizing the swing trade bot for when I have stupid trades like the one I just did and should have taken. I don't even know what that, it was up like 120. Like I said, I only traded 600 on it on a 0 DTE. So it was like 120 divided by 670, let's just say. That was almost a 20% gain. I should have taken it. That's my usual MO, scalp it and move on. But yeah, so you live and you learn. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. 8:30 a.m. is when we go. So appreciate it. Take care.